Ace and also Shield Crash. You have Underlord as well. I feel like this is going to be a very difficult game for PSG.LGD.
Find his farm, and then mid-game he'll just come out with like 2 huge items, and that's when he'll get super aggressive. Speaking of aggressive, Shiro going to turn his sights onto tOfu. Gets off the Starstorm, but that's going to be first blood for Shiro. Pretty easy. So you think Eternal Envy would have been good on Gaimin Gladiators?
That might be a step too far here, my friend, but, you know, I mean, maybe it's his comeback.
Yep, true. He's going to charge up. He's likely going to get brought down. A couple more right clicks will be enough, with dyrachyo getting slowed by the Fire Spirits. Is it going to be enough as he continues to crawl his way over, but he'll have to set his sights on something else. And Seleri, instead of getting the kill onto New, they will lose Seleri.
One, bash.
Look for that bash, but ends up being a support for support, as both cores, again, secretly happy that this occurred so they can get solo farms.
Oh, really?
I feel like I've seen this quite a few times where they just get off to a great start, and Shiro gets glimpsed up into the kinetic field. Ace finally comes in, Firestorm, and Shiro is not getting out of this one.
So Planet is doing a good job. They're giving him mid. You're gonna need levels on him and Jakiro and try to break the game at some point where you get a good kill. This could be a good start.
Another glimpse coming out. Seleri, he's taking quite a bit of damage. The egg is placed. I think he's just gonna be able to walk away though, as Quinn in that rolling thunder form gets stuck in that little crevice that shouldn't exist, but still does. Exactly. I was gonna say this thing. We're on the same page for sure. Rolling thunder continues to connect. And
here comes Ace.
Still very low. Going to the other side as the ITAS connect onto several. Here's the glimpse onto NothingToSay, and the swashbuckle finishes him off. And again, Gaimin Gladiators not losing anybody. The Fiend's Gate coming out from Ace earlier to help provide extra cover for his team. And New will not even be able to find any sort of consolation kill. Double kill for Quinn. And
ooh, I mean, no one wants to stay mid now, as they might even smoke up. Looks like Gaimin are looking.
Faking out his ult will finally commit it with the rest of LGD coming in tow, but you can see Quinn coming out to help his broodmother out. dyrachyo does fall though, so successful gank from LGD. As the egg comes out, will actually proc successfully. Now a couple Fire Spirits onto 2 members of Gaimin Gladiators. tOfu getting extremely low. Looks like he's gonna be able to survive though.
Goes well, he died, got glimpsed back, so of course, the best players will always find a way. It's dyrachyo once again.
Another strike is going to be there to initiate, and the rest of LGD coming in tow as well. Stuck inside that macro pyre. Here comes Ace, he gets off the mech, coming through that Fiend's Gate, but dyrachyo will eventually drop. Ends up being a trade for the support in the start of this fight. There's a rolling thunder from Quinn, jumping right over New, but the last connection cancels the TP, so Spear Breaker dead. Arrow's going to miss from tOfu, but like you said, the Static Storm, big counter to the Ember Spirit, and NothingToSay will die. So it's, of course, that will help him survive, as LGD has kind of focused on killing him in the early stages of this game.
Down mid pit.
Yep, they got the pit, they got the arrow, they got the kill onto NothingToSay and the tier 1 tower as well.
And it gives you so much damage too. Yeah, it's just incredible. Up top, NothingToSay, has to be careful.
Yeah, the Remnant is there. He's going to get Yules, and the pit going to set up the arrow again. Although,
it's just
perfect.
It anyway.
Quinn almost screwed that up with the roll. Bounced him around, but they get the kill anyway.
And this was all AI.
Nice.
Hello.
Nice path onto 2 with the charge come out with the Macropyre on top. Another strike, keeping Quinn in place, but he's able to swashbuckle to the other side. So after all that, LGD only able to secure the 1 support. Looks like the Aghanim Scepter is going to be next for the Pangolier. And Ace, we talked about, we actually did finish the Greaves as well.
Yeah, slap him, Shiro.
Tanky dyrachyo.
They see him with the charge.
Up, and Shiro
he baited him.
Get the kill here. But Ace coming in with the Fiend's Gate, and they're going to be able to get the bear instead. Well, he was on the outside of that Static Storm, but he's going to get slowed to a crawl and eventually glimpse back. All he can do is Nether Strike Quinn in frustration.
10%, 20% HP, but he knows that his team can back him up. Now they're showing bottom hitting, but they're already mid as well, so you're not safe bottom, you're not safe mid. See you later, nerd. Dead.
Yep, that is a nice setup from tOfu. I mean, we've got very good use out of that Yules as...
You have vision from the spiders. They mentioned it before, you even have the gate. New mid, I think, barely dodged the dust. Nope, he didn't. Easy glimpse.
Yeah, but the arrow does miss, so New gonna get Yules'd up. I mean, not only a great setup for all these arrows, as we're gonna see the rolling thunder. Okay.
What happened there? Quinn?
They're gonna get the kill anyway. It doesn't really matter what happens, what interactions they run into. They just charges coming out of the range tracks. Is gonna go down, a nice charge onto 2. Quinn, of course, has the Aegis, but they're gonna focus on Ace, and they're actually gonna burn right through him. And that is a big kill for LGD. They defend, they get the tanky. It's arguably the most important target for Gaimin.
Or that they have in their jungle.
Oh. They scan.
And the scan.
Yeah, Mew, he's gonna get spotted. Moonlight Shadow giving some cover so Seleri can help get this initiation going. Static Storm Kinetic Field. And attempted TP, but a bit ambitious for Mew.
Oh,
then again, you kind of have to be ambitious in this game.
They're playing for the Jakiro Aghanim Scepter. LGD are in for tOfu.
Charge up, tOfu.
Oh, the belching.
Yep. It's enough. The belch is enough for him to get away.
Oh,
the Glimpse cancels the TP. Swashbuckle Nullifier now on top of the Spirit Breaker. New will fall. He does have his buyback though. His YU Smile dead again.
So much damage.
Good thing he has the Philly Stone. He's going to get some good action now that he's dead. BKB not available to pop there. Shiro's actually just going to walk away. And now Gaimin at the base again. Now that Jakiro is dead for a full minute, by the way, that Macro Pyre would be pretty handy right now.
And they need him to defend. Like now, sure, you're poking, but all the auras we mentioned earlier from AIDS, they're just helping so much. Nothing to say.
So much mana onto Nothing to Say. He's arrowed, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna have to buyback as well.
Does have buyback available, like you said, as Gaimin now get the range racks. The charge coming in there, that's going to be coupled with that buyback. We actually put the Grimmer onto the Logan, the egg from very far away. The BKB from Shiro is not going to do much at all because it's a full and successful disengage from Gaimin Gladiators.
But they just call it. They know they can't. They just used everything and they can't do it. Gaimin Gladiator, dude, this team is just so good.
You know, they're so good, they made Mirana Shard look good.
Ball timing, right? But the issue with Faceless Void is he is going to lack a little bit of damage in the early game, so he's going to play more of a farm-oriented, if I see a good chrono, I'll come in and cast it type.
They needed a hero that deals damage during this potential grip later, so we have a first
blood
play.
Yeah, big onslaught from Nothing to Say. Blood Grenade onto tOfu. He is going to pop the Fairy Fire to stay alive, and he will fall in the end to YU Smile, getting that first blood.
The LGD, they know. They're already smoking up here.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage from Mew. Yeah. That's what you have to fear against
that hero.
That's why he's banned so much as Quinn with the Rolling Thunder trying to get another kill onto Shiro, who's still only level 5 right now, and that is going to be an easy pickoff as Bane not able to do too much. First pulverize of the game though from Nothing to Say in that top lane, so they get to use that.
Oh, here comes tOfu.
Yep,
there's a lot of LGD heroes coming
dyrachyo. Nothing to Say come from the other side. Onslaught available. We'll be using it, and they get some pulverized off as well. dyrachyo dead. Nice layering there. Make sure he could not time walk away.
It would have maybe just been too deep, and instantly LGD, they're just going to smoke it up again. They're like, third time's got to be the charm, right?
They know that Rolling Thunder is on cooldown. Pulverize onto Seleri to start things out. The first finger of the game is going to be enough to delete YU Smile. So punishing the fact that LGD were not together on that smoke. Yeah, well, Shiro, he's the one that takes it, and he's feeling pretty invulnerable right now, so he's going to help his team out. The Hex is going to cancel this onslaught, though, is Nothing to Say, creating a good amount of space so this tier 1 tower will fall. I was going to say, has to pop the upper to try to stay alive, but he's dying. He's dead. So, Gaimin Gladiators do get something for their tier 1 going down. Shiro, he's caught out all by himself in the river, a little bit slow to retreat. And with the stolen chakram from Seleri, it's going to be more than enough damage. So 2 core kills.
Very nice defense by Gaimin, but yeah, for sure not.
And now we have a chrono onto 2. Both supports, do they have the follow-up damage? The chakram is coming. Double kill for Quinn as Planet trying to keep himself alive, but that's not going to happen. And now everybody's surrounding Mew. Nice lift, Timber Chain. Quinn extremely low on HP, trying to dodge that chakram, and he does. Double kill for Ace. It's effectively a full team wipe. Nothing to Say. He'll find one off the TP. He's going to get canceled off his trample, though. There's Nothing to Say now. Has to try to walk away. And at the very least, he will not die, but still so many dead.
Maybe get Roche, and now they're looking at these 2 BKBs. Nothing to Say down mid, though.
Nothing to Say getting completely punished for trying to take out this wave mid. Rolling Thunder will continue to perma-stun him.
Can't do anything.
And Quinn gets the kill. Yep, Ace. He's does have some support here in the form of Seleri, but he could get squeezed in if he's not careful. Now that BKB is online, as Onslaught's going to stun him up with the pulverized BKB being popped as well. Nice sleep from YU Smile, which will set up the grip, and that is a death onto Ace. Great job. Oh, big swashbuckle from Quinn, though. He gets the Rolling Thunder off as well. Gets the kill onto YU Smile. Looks like Planet is next on the list, as tOfu showing off his newly picked up Blink Dagger as well, as Quinn secures a double kill. But it is a trade for for Ace, who Not going to connect as, at least not yet, as LGD walking the opposite direction, but now
Planet knows. He's
Quinn
drawing.
is pops. Nice swashbuckler onto 4 heroes. Gets the rolling thunder off as well. The finger deletes 1. Planet's the first to fall as the pulverize actually being canceled by NothingToSay. Not interested in this fight any longer. And the Bane, at the very least, I would assume, will eventually drop. Oh, with the Horsey helping him out. Oh, and Quinn not able to guess correctly onto the high ground. He's going to get a little bit of vision now.
He ain't going to stop.
Yep, 3 seconds on the swash. We'll have to guess again because the tree line is there. Nice dodge again from YuSmile. Quinn, is he committed? How much does he want the Bane?
Uh-oh, next one.
Okay, so
he steals the pulverize. All spells are ready for Gaimin as well. Just kind of hiding and continuing to control the map.
Yeah, Impale from tOfu setting this up. And the rolling thunder is enough to take out YuSmile. New is next on the list as Ace coming in from the high ground. They find Planet, and that's another easy pickoff for Gaimin. So 2 supports dead, just like that.
Setting up.
Grouping up, tOfu and YuSmile basically right next to each other. tOfu, he's going to get spotted. He's still standing, still funny, gets off the Hex, and is deleted.
Chrono
dyrachyo comes in to try to get some retribution. Chrono onto 2, YuSmile finally will go down. Nothing to say, it's the pulverize, and it's enough to take out dyrachyo. And that means Gaimin Gladiators are going to continue because at this point, dyrachyo is kind of a support hero, it feels like. 2 for 1. Quinn, he's going to reset. Does have Rolling Thunder in 3 seconds, but...
Nope, all good. No spells ready. Out. 35 more. hold, Ace.
Nothing to say. Okay. Get up the pulverize on the BKB Ace.
That was a long grip.
Gets off. Okay. They're actually getting the Rolling Thunder successfully from the other side. So YuSmile is dead just as this fight starts. As Seleri already stole the pulverize, used it on his owner. Nothing to say. Trying to get some retribution of his own with that BKB. But it's going to be Bane for the line to start. The Eclipse finally comes out. Quinn getting bursted to a high degree. The Lincoln is finally popped. The Eclipse is still continuing to go. Lucent Beam was stolen, and it's going to be used onto Quinn. They do finally take him out. Very important kill for LGD. And with that, Gaimin Gladiators is going to try to run away, but the bash is there. And the time walk to safety. As even Seleri gets out, so they don't lose as much as they could have, but a good fight from LGD. Rosh-off, as we like to call it.
The Rosh-off
will be up in 10 seconds. Smoke right now from Gaimin. They're hovering around the gates. Is New the tankiest target?
Ooh, they're looking.
He's going to get gone on. There's a Rolling Thunder with the Agam Scepter from Quinn. Look at the damage onto the Timbersaw with the Finger of Death as well. He's bursted down 70 seconds with no Timbersaw now. Chrono onto 2, focusing on the supports to start this out, and the Bane is dead as well, and Shiro forced to try to fight through this, but now that the BKB is down, just going to get right-click down into oblivion. Double kill for dyrachyo, who is now online, and Planet's even going to die. So Gaimin Gladiators get 4 kills. Nothing to say, the only member of LGD to live. This means Rosh number 2. Is this a Rosh 3 waiting kind of deal?
They're going to continue to try and have a... Okay, dyrachyo. You gotta be careful when dyrachyo is posturing aggressively.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta watch him.
They should feel good enough about playing aggressive, but just they have no need to dive the base.
Oh my god, New doing so much damage. Has to pop his BKB along with dyrachyo.
That's a BKB trade.
Still has that Chronosphere.
Nice
it on the 3 heroes. Early BKB does go off from the Luna, and you can see Quinn gets off the Rolling Thunder, doing massive damage in tow, just stun locking the Luna completely. And down goes Shiro again. The Luna, despite being so farmed, just hasn't been able to do too much. Does have buyback, double buyback right now coming from LGD, so Gaimin have to be a bit careful now they're on the doorstep of LGD's base. Sleep under Quinn with the Lotus Orb and gets the swashbuckler off to the low ground. Pops the cheese to stay alive, nothing to say. Getting off the trample, but slowed to a crawl. Have an E-Blade now, apparently. Gets reflected as Quinn's going to swash to safety.
This guy is unkillable.
So they do get dyrachyo in the end as Quinn using the shard. Getting up another swash. No mana at all onto New, but he gets that Flamebreaker off. Nothing to say is there as well.
Glimmer Cape.
They have the Glimmer to keep Quinn safe for the time being, but eventually they do find the kill on LGD's side, and they sorely needed it, and now they can clean up the rest in the form of the Spider.
Oh, they got
so nice buybacks, and they didn't even bother with Shiro's buyback, who had it the whole time.
They got
reflected by the Lotus afterwards.
Just use both on the Lotus.
Yeah, that works for sure.
Okay, smoke around. tOfu.
tOfu, he's going to get spotted by the Shivas and deleted.
He's got no buyback. This is a big deal.
It is. 15 seconds on Rosh as Quinn showing himself. He's a bit surrounded right now as Shiro trying to right-click. He's going to get disarmed. Quinn now going to the low ground. As dyrachyo pops the BKB, focusing all his efforts
Quinn
onto
dropping
Shiro.
low.
Quinn
Quinn's dead.
swashbuckles but dies shortly after as the Chronosphere only catching one for dyrachyo, and there's the grip. Nice pick off from LGD as Ace.
Oh, they got
The
him.
reflection was there. Ace, his TP gets canceled, and he's going to get brought down in addition. So 4 kills for LGD, and Roche is just spawning and walking down to their side.
Bonus attack damage with the shard when you beat people.
No,
you're
reverse
right.
time walk. Lincoln's is popped now onto Quinn.
Nope.
There's the initiation
There's a
from
combo.
New. Very impactful sound, as you talked about. Very hyped about the sound effects. Still, the tower is surviving as Shiro getting mana drain from about 1200 range away. My goodness.
It's very annoying to push into this draft. You have Planet who can keep giving you mana into heals, but the stolen New again.
Okay, the Eclipse comes out. The Aghanim Scepter is ripping through Gaimin Gladiators. Quinn is just dead. Has his buyback available. Will have to expend it as tOfu gets a nice impale, but dies shortly after. And New getting pursued now, but the Timber Chain to the low ground, and just like that,
Oh,
LGD,
refresher.
Yep. NothingToSay jumps right in, gets the pulverize. It's hitting several heroes, including the likes of dyrachyo, who has to buy back now. Quinn going with the Rolling Thunder, getting nice stun onto 2.
Oh, into the
Chrono
Chrono.
onto 2 as well. Actually bounces him out, but it doesn't matter. It's enough to kill off New. And the Aegis, but that's a buyback now onto New. And not sure if Shiro...
Okay. They're just gonna keep hitting the racks.
Yeah,
Who cares?
That's where the Moonglaves come into effect, like you talked about. And Gaimin will have to give this up.
I mean, they have no spell for the next one too, and Why You Smile did get the axe. Doesn't have grip for a minute, so who cares about that one? And Shiro is just gonna keep whacking. Nothing to say.
Okay, yeah, that's... I mean,
He's testing the Lincolns. It is
that's
ready.
right, just to make sure it still works. That's good.
Okay, Shiro.
Shiro at half HP, telekinesis onto the high ground.
That's
but
Satanic.
no follow-up yet.
Oh.
Impale's gonna miss, and oh my goodness, they just turned it around. That's a dieback now onto tOfu.
Quinn.
They're gonna turn their sights onto Quinn. This will be a dieback. I'm hitting as well.
Oh, he's dead.
The Lotus is not gonna save him this time. 2 minutes without the Pangolier as LGD close to evening up the series 1-1. The Moonglaves now having their full effect on the buildings. That's the last fortify for Gaimin Gladiators.
Uh-oh.
And LGD can just focus on the buildings. dyrachyo trying to slow this as much as he can, but doesn't have the chrono, doesn't have any follow-up without that swash.
Shiro can just keep hitting. They have not a lot to really deal with him at
Tier
this
4
point.
towers are going to drop very easily, as we can see Bane with the Aghanim Scepter
Oh,
that
the
he
glaives.
talked about. Will we be able to see it throughout this entire game? Ace, very low. The pulverize is going to be enough to get the die back onto dyrachyo. And like we talked about, the Aghanim Scepter on Bane wins again. Probably the highest win rate of any item in the history of Dota.
I mean, the moment they got it, 5 seconds later they won the game.
That's true.